Good morning. Yesterday we came to know from television and from other digital media around 8 p.m. or so Indian Standard Time that uh, Air India flight, which was a part of a Vande Bharat mission, uh, uh, crashed after landing in a topway runway in Kozhikode, which is in Kerala. This flight was coming from Dubai, and it has to land in a airport. The name of the airport is Karipur Airport, and it landed. The flight Air India Express landed, but after landing, it somehow it doesn't it could not manage properly, and it skipped, and when it skipped, it fell into a valley. Into a valley of, you can say, 35 feet below it fell. And this runway is tabletop runway in Kozhikode. So we will say what is tabletop runway in a later part of the video. Now, the when the flight took off from Dubai and tried to land in Kerala, that time the situation was not good. There was rain, there was not proper visibility, and first the pilot tried to land in the airport, but it couldn't manage. But second attempt, it tried to land, and it landed. But somehow, due to the weather condition and not proper visibility, and it couldn't manage, it skipped, and after landing, it skipped and it fell into the valley, which is around 35 feet below, and the aircraft and the plane was broke into two. So you can understand what was the painful news that we heard yesterday. And there was approximately 18 people, including the two pilots, were killed. The numbers will go now. Yesterday it's 18, now it's showing 19 people, but approximately 18 to 19 people killed, including the pilot, and number of hundred of people are injured, which are there in the local hospitals. And the passengers and the flight had approximately 190 passengers was there on board, and it tried to land yesterday around 7:40 p.m. Indian time. It landed. After that, it couldn't manage properly because of the weather, because of the rain, because of the visibility, and it skids, and it went, and it fell into the valley, which around 35 feet below, and the plane broke into two pieces. The plane didn't caught fire because the pilot, Captain Deepak Sathe, he is one of the pilot of the Air India Express. He turned off the engine, he turned off the engine right before the crash, saving the life of number of passengers and cabin crew. Mr. Deepak ji took a very wise decision, and he turned off the engine of the flights, and in this manner the plane didn't catch fire, and it saved the life of cabin crews and other passengers which were there in the flight. Now, this is called how we should work. He is not there with us, but because if he has not switched off the engine, then the flight could have the plane could have caught fire, and the number of death, which right now we are seeing 18 to 19, it can go above, but he saved by stopping the engine. Now, this what can be the reason because of this Air India flight crash? I will try to explain in my way. First of all, the airport in Kozhikode, where the flight landed and crashed after the landing, is the name of the airport is Karipur Airport Runway, and it has a tabletop runway. Now, what is this tabletop runway? Tabletop runway is a runway has been created by through it's in the top of the hill or a plateau, you can say. And this tabletop runway is in the Karipur airport is very dangerous, and this is the runway. This is the runway in the top of the hill or a plateau, you can say. And here there are here and the both side, you can say, there are valleys. And it's a deep valleys. For example, if something happen, if the flight is coming and if something happens slightly, the flight will fell into the deep valley. So this is a called tabletop runway, and this the Karipur airport had a tabletop runway. Now this airport didn't have the, and yesterday while this it was raining heavily, and the runway was filled of water also. At the same time, there is a problem of light. Normally, if you see in airport, you will see there are central light which gives better if there are central lights which gives better visibility. You can see in airport where landing, there are two sides of the lights and everything was there, we see. But in this airport we don't have such kind of light facilities. So because of rain, because of light problem, and because of visibility problem, there can be this can be a reason for the such kind of crash. Now what happened, the airport people, the flight is a very the flight has to land, and it has to land in a specific place. But what happened, when yesterday this plane landed, and the landing was happening due to rain and something, due to the rain, it went on skipping. It has crossed the mark from where the plane should not go beyond. The flight yesterday crossed that mark, because what happened, and because of the rain, it skid. For example, this is the tabletop runway. The flight has to stop here, a minimum point where they give a mark on it. Now the flight landed, and it crossed the level where it should have been stopped. It skipped, and it fell into the 35-foot valley, and it broke into two pieces. The pilot of the Deepak ji took a very good decision by turning off the engine. Otherwise, the plane would have caught fire, and the death would have been much more. This is very dangerous, and that's why not too much aircraft land in this airport because of the problem. And at the same time, the an aircraft plane's weight is also large. So these are the problems that we see in a tabletop runway, and that is why number of flights don't land in this airport. Secondly, it can happen that he might, due to salary cut, there are problems going on in Air India also because of this pandemic, salary cut and job loss, etc. Things we hear. So this salary cut and something, these create a stress it can also happen, a stress in the mind of pilots. So that can be, and I cannot say that can be, but there can be a reason, because they are also worried about their salary cuts and everything. And also in this situation, if a pilot wants to land in such a tabletop runway, which is not like a normal runway, like you have got light, proper condition. So there you need to have proper training to how to land in such a difficult situation. I don't know, there was yes, he is trained enough, but there are certain training should be given for the pilots to land in that in such in such a tabletop runway, or the runway which are not so comfortable than normal runways which we see. But yes, if this kind of runways the aviation ministry should see into it, because this kind of runway, tabletop runways, where there is where there is a where limited runway, where there is no visibility, and at the same time if it skid, then it will fall into the valley, then it's dangerous. Today 18 people, 19 people killed, then it's dangerous. Then I think that such kind of tabletop runway and something needs to be avoided, because because of this danger, limited flight land, and at the same time when landed, then some kind of mishap can happen, which we saw yesterday. So I feel this kind of tabletop runway should be avoided, and aviation minister should look into it and try to avoid or stop such kind of runway. Aircraft should land in a place where there is all proper facilities, but I don't know. It's dangerous. It's dangerous and by seeing yesterday the way the tabletop boards, what we came to know I came to know from the first time when we saw the mishap yesterday. But yes, this Air India Express yesterday crashed after landing, because it skid and fell into the 35 feet below, and as per now there is 18 to 19 people died, including the pilot, but a number of people are injured who are getting treatment. We need to see what happened to them, but the numbers will come gradually. What happened, because they have the plane broke into two pieces, and 35 feet below the plane fell. So then we need to see what the numbers goes up, or the death rate remains 18 to 19. But yes, the pilot did a very good job by switching off the engine, and as a result the plane didn't catch fire, and the number limited to 18 or 19. If you like my video, kindly subscribe my channel, and don't forget to like, comment and share. Thank you very much.